It's Saturday, getting ready for the Midwest Nationals here in St. Louis. See some races, but until we get to that, check out the qualifying we've seen on Friday. And if you've never been, they do a track walk before the events. So on Sunday, if you get out here, check out the track walk. Make sure your shoes are on tight. Right. So when you come out to the races, have your head on the swivel because every ticket is a pit pass. Cars and bikes and everything are coming and going. So you're in the midst of all of it. You know, just not up in the grandstands watching. So you never know who you're going to see. You literally are right here. Brittany Force's rig getting ready to go up there.
She was trying to do that, but she'll take it. A perfect reaction time in round one of Top Fuel puts Tony Stewart, the number 3 qualifier, and the number 4 car in points on the trailer in round one. Joe.
Hey, wasted a good run on a red light.
TJ Zizzo red lit by 200ths of a second. I saw hands up in celebration. They did.
Whitley also. You're always in the first.
Laughlin left on Matt Hagen. At 60 feet, he was within 100 of a second.
Nice ball there.
Some nervous time for that Cornwell team, I would imagine, as that car moved out of the groove, and I just kept waiting. Like at some point, you get 25 moved to the wall. At 206, so Jeff Beck took it last year. 2-7 drove nine.
These guys actually got a shift.
Out of number 7 qualifying position. And
We've always got the Nitro Mall where you all kinds of souvenirs and goodies and all your memorabilia. Alright, so Tony Schumacher's going to start back up here. So see this crowd grow real quick and then the fumes hit. everybody will start moving. Then at almost all the events, they got some kind of nostalgia car show. That's what I need right there, a car hauler just like that. And some cool gassers and this is an old Valiant. Old Valiant or old Dart, 1 to 2. Oh, it's a wagon. That's cool. My dad's favorite car. Good old Henry J. .1948 Jeepster. Old Corvair truck. Always like that ramp section. It's a neat little red wagon here. Old Willie's wagon. Good old Red Fink. It's plenty hot out here, that's for sure. We got here a nice 55. We'll watch the race system this in, see what that looks like.
Defining moment. And it's Justin Ashley at the finish line. They outrun the Coletta Air Machine. 379.4, 330 miles per hour. 3.802, 326 miles per hour. And the 2023 FIA Top Fuel Champion goes to her second career semifinal.
Yeah, I caught up with Antron between rounds. We mentioned one of the biggest challenges today is racing the track. He said there are some tracks like Charlotte where even as the weather heats up, the racing surface stays firm. But he compared this one to Reading and described how as temperatures rise, the surface becomes gooey and tacky throughout the day.
one will not have lane choice. 3:30 mark, and it's a 3.813 for Doug Coletta. How about Justin Ashley earns lane choice? Justin Ashley and Ida Zetterstrom outrun and try. But it went like Beckman, 401, 318 miles per hour. That's as good of a pedal job as you're going to see in a funny car, 330 feet. But by then, Jack Beckman was driving away from Matt Hagan for American Rebel Light. Andy Ross's beer on the right side of the racetrack. Matt Hagan.
And then the finals, it was Doug Coletta over Ida Zetterstrom, Matt Hagan over Jack Beckman, and then in Pro Stock car, it was Greg Anderson. Pro Stock bike, it was Gage Herrera. It was a great race. Hope to see it, one of them. See you in the next video.